Hey everybody, it's Jeff, and welcome to another episode of Stay Rad Wine Blog TV. You'll notice I got the beard going. Normally it's because I'm lazy, but this time I got an excuse. 49ers going to the NFC Championship game this Sunday, 3:30 Pacific time at the Stick. Who's got it better than us? You like my bootleg t-shirt I got on the way out of the last game? $5. And I'll tell you what else was cheap and possibly a good deal. This Sterling Vintners Collection 2008 Central Coast Syrah. Let me check. Yeah, you know I was right. 2008 Central Coast Syrah. Now, Sterling, the winery, is up on the north end of the Napa Valley, and really their claim to fame, their tasting room is beautiful. You really do kind of do a little guided tour through the winery and taste along the way. It's kind of neat. Their claim to fame is that they are... and this is, I heard a couple years ago from them, and maybe I misheard, but maybe I'm right. Sometimes I'm right. They're the first ones to ever provide Syrahs, like a single varietal inside of a bottle to push out to a consumer. Before that, did I say Syrah? I'm an idiot. Merlot. They were the first ones to really do a single varietal Merlot in a bottle from California and push that out to the consumer. Before then, Merlot was more known as a blending grape going into cabs. Some people are stoked on it, some people aren't. We know the history of Merlot kind of getting a bad rap since the movie Sideways, but I feel like it's making a comeback. This episode isn't about Merlot, though. It's about this Syrah right here. And the reason why I picked this out, we finally, in Northern California, are getting our first real rain of the season coming in, and I saw a lot of different wineries kind of posting on Twitter that they were excited about the rain. For me, I know that the rain is good. Rain is a good thing. I just hate driving in it. I hate walking through it. And, after a nice day of rain, I just want some wine. But anyway, so wine's coming here, and I'm thinking about, wineries that are close to me that are in, like, the Santa Clara Valley and in the Santa Cruz Mountains. And a larger region that kind of encompasses those areas is Central Coast. So maybe I'm kind of in the Central Coast a little bit. And the varietals that have really done well historically in the greater Central Coast region have been these Rhone varietals. Now, Sterling, they source these grapes from all over the Central Coast, and so I'm thinking, here I am in the Central Coast, here I am with this first rain. Let me try some juice coming from this area in honor of the first rain of the season. $9 at a local grocery store. Let's see how it works. Color. This guy is dark, and I gotta kind of hold it up, and sure enough, with the Syrah, you are gonna get more of an inky kind of darkness. This is very, you can't see through this at all, maybe along the rim. You're seeing that burgundy to ruby type of color, but really dense, really dark. Swirling this around, I feel like, once I take this in my mouth, it's going to be a lot lighter in style, but a really inky dark color. And as I smell it, I am getting a little heat off of this. I am sensing a little bit of alcohol, and let's check here. They're saying this can't be right. Okay, 13.5. I thought it said 12.5 for a second. So 13.5 alcohol, which is kind of on the higher end, but still, when you've got a more balanced type of wine, it should be able to contain that alcohol. And I just noticed a little bit of heat on that first approach. And as I go deeper into it, the heat is kind of fading away. I am getting like these sandalwood type of cedar type of tones, a little bit of vanilla. And I am getting like a little bit of, like a raisin type of characteristic. I mean, it's pretty interesting. Let's give this a whirl and see how it works on the palate here. One more second. Really, this is a fruit-forward wine. Some would call it a bomb. There really is this explosion of these dark, transitioning to red fruit flavors that really are attacking my palate right now. A lot of plum, a lot of dark cherry, maybe a little like boysenberry. And I gotta tell you, those are all, fruits that I like. It is a little bit more candy-fied. It is a little bit more jammy, per se. Really, when I think about Syrah, I like it to be a little bit more acidic driven to kind of balance in with this, and I like it to be more of a food friendly type of wine. This really is, a big bomb on its own, and they mention in their own tasting notes about different spice notes and stuff like that. Maybe I'm getting a little bit on the very tail end, maybe a little bit of black pepper and things like that. But this is really dark fruit driven. As far as the body, it's light to medium on the palate. It's enjoyable. This is another one of those like crowd pleaser party wines in that $7 to $10 range, which ain't bad. I ain't mad at you. And I wouldn't expect to be blown away by a $9 California red wine. But something I'm looking for is a little bit more balance. As far as grading this one, I do have to, I got to give you props. You really are delicious. There's not much substance beyond that, though, so I don't know if this relationship is going to work out. I'm going to give you an 87 plus, and not bad. Some of you are really going to like this a lot. Some of you may push 90. I feel some of you are going to lambaste this wine, give it like an 85, an 84, but I'm going to stick with this 87 plus. It's enjoyable. As far as like what I would serve this with, definitely this is going with some meats. I mean, this is a Syrah that you would really pair with a lot of the foods that you would pair like a Cabernet with. So, if you're into cabs, if you're into big, juicy Merlots, which, these guys are kind of known for, I think you'll be into this one as well. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you'll be watching the game on Sunday. Hope you have a great time. And everybody, stay rad.